dear friends, welcome to the new part of view range. Here, before going through creating families, there are some points and items about view range that are essential to be known, so I'm gonna talk about them because they are very important and also functional, and you need the view range settings in whatever disciplines you want to work on, okay? You can find the view range in properties in the plan views. Watch this in extents view range. If you click on edit, the view range window will appear. But before talking about view range, I have prepared a file. Watch this hidden line that I want to explain view range upon this file. Here, as you can see, we got 4 levels: depth, bottom, cut, and top. Well done. And we got some drawings here, as you can see. And I have created a family as well in order to move the example forward, and each of the levels or the planes are being controlled here using parameters. But right now I want to load them into this project, and I place it here like this way. Watch this. Then I want to create a 3D view, and then I tile these 2 views like this way. Then I get back to its family environment. Then I select these by this way. Visibility settings, plan, I uncheck plan RCP, front and back, left and right, only in 3D. Then I load them into the project, override. So right now we can see them like this way, but only in 3D view. And I want to hide these levels since we're going to focus on these colors. I get back to the edit family, and then I want to select this text, and I uncheck these views to hide them since we're gonna focus on the main parts, not the text. Plan RCP, front and back, left and right, only in 3D views, okay? And the next one, depth, I uncheck the items and reset, load into the project, overriding the existing version like this way, by this way. Then what is view range? In the Revit software, in plan view, we need view range for controlling the view range in the plan views. For instance, currently we got some caseworks or cabinets, furnitures, and doors and windows and so on. For example, the doors here or windows are not visible since they are not covered by the view range, or they are not in the range of view actually. Or we got some lighting fixtures. Watch this. They are not visible. And also we got a sloped roof by this way, that the roof is not visible too. And you must have understood what we're gonna talk about. All in all, I wanted to teach you how to control the view range in plane and section views. The point here is that we got two types in Revit. First, projection line, and the second one, cut line. About the projection line, I should say that the projection lines represent objects shown in the view that are not cut by the cut plane, that we see them planar. For instance, here in the 3D view, we got these projection agents, which are called projection lines, as you can see. But in the plan view, these walls are cut. that are called as cut lines, that we can control their line weights and settings. For example, if I want to open Manage tab and then I open Objective Styles, in this part we got line weights, projection, and cut. In projection, which is related to that part which is not cut, like walls, as you can see, the line weight is 1 and the cut is 3. And also we can specify the line colors that are the same for both cut and projection. But here if I open Objective Styles from View, Visibility Graphic, I'm sorry, we got two separate columns for projection or surface and cut. For lines, patterns, transparency, as you can see. For instance, for projection or surface, which are not cut, I open the line graphics. I want to specify the pattern. I choose solid, then blue for the color, like this way, and line weight 1, okay. Then for the cut, I'm gonna choose hidden line and gray for the color and 4 for the line weight. Apply and OK. Then here, as you can see, we all got all of the walls lines as hidden lines because they are cut. But now if I draw a wall, for example 1500 for the unconnected height, then you see it is based on the projection line settings because it is not cut, because it is less than 2 meters. Or watch this part. Here we got the window, we got the window in blue, which means that it is not cut, but walls are shown in gray in hidden lines. So we can adjust and control them by this way. By specifying the line patterns, we get back to visibility graphics. In Objective Styles, I want to reset them to their default mode, okay. Then in Manage Objective Styles, here I click on Select All. Then for the projection, I set 1, and for projection which is not cut 1, and 4 for cut, like this way. Apply and OK. We control them based on their line weights, and if I set the scale to 1 to 100, you see their differences better. Again, we get back to Objective Styles, select all, 6 for the cost of line weight, better now. As you can see, the thicker lines are related to cut lines. But the next part is beyond. Beyond is related to when we specify a negative value to bottom in view range and also a negative value to view depth in order to maximize the view range. Then we'll see some lines that they are called as beyond, which are beyond the view range. And the beyond lines, in additional settings, line styles, you can control them. Here in line styles, as you can see, we get beyond lines, as you can see in the category. For example, I specify this color for it. In the line pattern, we specify dash dot by this way. This is related to beyond lines, which are related to beyond the view range. And the another point is related to underlay. I will talk about underlay after the view range, since it is important to and it is associated to view range. And I want to say that they work in conjunction to each other. And the another point here is that, watch this, in ceiling plans or reflected ceiling plans, we look at the view or the model from the bottom. Here the settings of the lines here are similar to the cut lines, but note that they are not cut, but their settings are similar to cut lines. So in the ceiling plans, if you open bottom, you'll see lines which are shown in cut lines settings. We'll continue the lesson in the next session.